Hello to all of you in the United States. My name is Sister Eileen Egan, and I am an IHM of the Congregation of the Sisters Servants of the Immaculate Heart of Mary in Scranton, Pennsylvania. For over 30 years, I've been on our mission in Peru. Currently, 3 of us are in Sicuani, high in the southern Andes Mountains, 11,000 feet above sea level, 2 miles high, like Vail, Colorado. When we came here, the bishop asked us to form a new parish on the northern side of town. We noticed that parents from the outlying communities would rent a room and give their sons a handful of potatoes for the week so that they could go to high school in Sicuani. But it was obvious that no girls were included in that plan. So we wrote grants to get a house and established the IHM House of Studies so that girls could have a safe place to stay if they wanted to pursue a secondary education. We began visiting the small elementary schools in the outlying areas to invite the teachers and parents and their daughters to enroll in high school and stay with us. We even installed a solar plaque with a small water tank so that they could have hot showers a few times a week. Recently, it began to leak, so we need to solder it or buy a new one. Because we're educators, we've established a parish library where students can come and do their homework. Many families live in one room where they eat and sleep, so there's no space to spread out and write, so the library is their haven for study. Sister Ancilla, who taught in many of the Scranton diocesan high schools, runs the library and insists that the students read 15 minutes every day after their homework and before they can play different games that we always purchase for them when we're in the States. She's also a natural artist, and during the pandemic, offered to repaint the defaced mural of happy children on the walls of a small public high school nearby. The principal was delighted with the offer, and many passersby were happy to see the project. Thanks to donations, we were able to prepare food baskets for needy families in our parish during the lockdown. One man, who has a wife and 6 children, made adobe bricks out of mud and straw and left them to dry in the tropical sun. Now he's able to sell them to construction sites. Actually, the people prefer their houses to be made from adobe since it holds the heat, and most of us lack indoor fireplaces. In the winter, sometimes the temperature goes down to freezing at night, even though we're in the tropics because of the altitude. The other day, I was talking to our neighbor who made the adobes and suggested that he might want to plant lima beans instead of corn this year because he used the topsoil for his project and because the beans would enrich the soil with nitrogen-fixing bacteria. How did I know that? Well, I taught at St. Thomas Aquinas School in Archibald, Pennsylvania many years ago and learned it from the science book. What goes around comes around. On the other hand, Sister Norma's parents, who live a few blocks away from us in Sicuani, are making placemats from typical Peruvian cloth. We'll be bringing them to sell in Heartworks, the shop at Our Lady of Peace on Marywood campus, for the benefit of our retired sisters. So if you're looking for a gift, you can go over there and find something special. At one point, a man came to our house and asked if we had any work since his stepfather was going to lose their home because he was unable to pay the mortgage. Well, the church hadn't been painted for over 20 years, and we had some donations that could cover that, so we hired them, and the bank loan was covered for a little while longer. Unfortunately, a gang spray painted graffiti on the wall, so we'll need to touch it up again soon. The municipality has encouraged the city market to decentralize to facilitate social distancing. Merchants from our side of town asked me to bless their stalls with holy water for the opening day. The land had previously been a cemetery, but all the human remains had been transferred to another place up the road. The people feared that a few lost souls would haunt them. I made copies of Psalm 23, "The Lord is my shepherd," and we sang it in Quechua, the native language. Then I asked them to hang the prayer on the wall and say it every day before opening for business. After that, I was led around the area, blessing every spot with holy water. Finally, we prayed the Our Father together in Spanish. So far, no strange spirits have appeared, thank God. Each year, we try to be in the States for the St. Joseph Center Festival and the IHM Assembly to touch base with our sisters. One time, a sister from Haiti was there, and as we were walking around the campus after dinner, she looked at me and said, "How could you leave all this?" I blinked my eyes and replied, "It's got to be a call. Who wouldn't want some Manning's ice cream on a warm summer evening, or some Gertrude Hawk chocolate at any time of year?" But Jesus said, "Whoever does the will of my Father is my mother, my brother, and my sister." That's who the people of Peru are for me, and I feel blessed. But just as you work at inculcating Christian values in your family, I do the same in the mountains of Peru. So we're all in this together. God bless you.